spiritually numb. Only one man returned and understood who Jesus was and what was going on here. I think today that we live in a time frame, in this generation, my generation especially, where many people are spiritually numb. They're not giving glory to God like they should be. And I want to talk to you really quickly here about some different things that numbness will cause in your life. And before I get into this, I want to let you know why we numb out. Now, we decide to go numb because there's pain in life. We want to somehow cure the pain. So what we do is we numb to the world and to our surroundings and to the problems around us. We begin to ignore things in hopes that they'll go away. But that's not how it works. And here's some dangerous things that numbness causes. Number one, numbness will cause an indifference in you. An indifference. And why is that so bad? Why is an indifference so bad? It's because when you don't feel, you don't react. You're indifferent. When you don't feel, you don't notice things. You know, indifference in your life will cause you to make decisions based on this moment, but not the future. And that's dangerous. And an indifference towards church will cause a lack of faith in you. A second thing here that numbness will cause, numbness will cause a lack of urgency. A lack of urgency. You know, when my face was numb, I was biting my lip and I was biting my tongue and I was punching myself in the face. And at no point in time during that biting and punching was I urgent. It was like seeking a quick help for my injured face. I wasn't urgent at all. I was slow to react. I wasn't even realizing that I was getting hurt. Because numbness will cause a lack of urgency. And I remember when I was a kid, I went to camp. And the very first day at camp, I ran around all day long with my shirt off. And everybody told me, put a shirt on. You're going to get sunburned. Halfway through the day, another person came up to me. You're getting sunburned. You should put a shirt on. I just ignored them. I didn't feel the pain. I wasn't in any pain in the moment. I remember not wearing my shirt one day at camp. Whew. I regretted that decision for the rest of the week. You know, I remember being in school and I remember ignoring homework and writing assignments from the teacher, and I regretted that decision for the rest of the semester. Numb to what these decisions were going to unfold in my life. See, a lack of urgency. Oh, scary. You know, I remember being a kid and not choosing my friends wisely. And I regretted that decision for years. A lack of urgency will really mess you up, man. You know, not responding quickly enough, not noticing when sin is becoming an issue, not noticing when unforgiveness has been festering in your heart for years and years. A lack of urgency will mess you up. You know, I love what Pastor Tim says about the 10-10-10 rule. When you're making a decision, when you're choosing to do something, what's going to be the outcome 10 minutes from now, 10 months from now, and 10 years from now? We tend not to think that far down the road. But you need to. Now, a third thing here that we see, numbness will cause greater decay than expected. Greater decay than expected. See, we think numbness is the answer. We think, man, if I just don't have to feel anything, then I'll be good. But that's not the answer. That's not how you get to the solution here. You know, greater decay than expected. Man, I just think when you're numb to the things of this world, when you're numb to the things of the Lord, when you're numb to what the Spirit wants to do, when you're numb to the season of life you are in, you will not pass this point. You know, do you ever play Monopoly? You cannot pass go. That's what happens in life. When you become numb to the current season you are in, you get stuck in a hamster wheel kind of life where you're learning the same lessons over and over and over and over again. And you'll get greater decay than expected. When you live your life numb, you'll walk around the same path every single year doing the exact same thing. But you got to understand there is a lesson to be learned in this season of life you're in. Whether it's a good season or a bad season, wake up to it, come alive to it, accept it, embrace it, learn from it, and move beyond it. But when you numb out, you get on that hamster wheel. You get on that hamster wheel.